your communications to the admiral or something? When you communicated something to the admiral and he said good job?
Oh, one of our seaplanes went too far north, and some Russian fighters
Where were you?
took a couple shots at him, and he came back and landed and was all shaken up because they put a couple of holes through the tail of his ship. And the captain was on the beach. The squadron commander of the PBM squad we had, and I sat down and wrote out the message in detail of what happened, where it happened, the circumstances under which it happens, and sent it off to Bull Halsey. Halsey wires back, our planes can go anywhere in the world, but maybe you better not go that far north again. Very diplomatic reply. And the captain gave me a well done. The only well done I ever got. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think I got in good with Captain Rosasco too. That was when we were on air sea rescue, just north of Babelthuap after Peleliu. Peleliu was about 3 degrees off the equator. And after Peleliu, we went north to one of the islands in the Peleliu group, Babelthuap, and set up a seadrome, air sea rescue, so that the planes coming from the Philippines on the Philippine invasion coming back to the airstrip on Peleliu, some of them didn't make it. And we were standing by with our PBMs on air sea rescue. Send the plane up looking for any down. If they reported a down plane, they'd go out ahead. We would follow along in the ship if there were any survivors in the water. And on this one trip out, we only had one trip out, in fact. One plane went down, and there were people, the crew, some of the crew in the water. We didn't know how many. Never knew how many, but the captain asked for volunteers to go over the side as swimmers to tail up anybody that we found in the water, because they might have life jackets or hanging on to something that was floating. McHugh, the education officer, volunteered to go first, and I volunteered to go second. So I was standing on the deck naked, waiting for us to find the second, if there was a second guy, and fortunately there wasn't. The captain was up on the bridge shooting at sharks that were around in the water around the guy that was floating. McHugh tailed him up. We wouldn't stop because we were always afraid of submarines would be around. Where a plane went down, there was a good chance of that. They'd wait to see if they could torpedo any ship that came out on air sea rescue. So we circle around. We had a net over the side. We came past. McHugh put the guy into the net. They had lines attached to the bottom, and they pulled it up with the McHugh and the survivor in the net. That's the way we got him aboard, because the guy was too weak to climb climbed on that. But
So you actually did go in.
what?
You did go into the water or
No,
no?
no, no.
Oh, you didn't then.
No.
No. You were the next one to go
Thank
in.
God I didn't have to. I was the next one to go.
Ah.
I was standing there shivering because the captain was standing up there shooting at sharks. That was a lot more dangerous than anything else. I wasn't too happy that I had volunteered, but that's when I decided that there were very few people that were better than I was, and I wasn't going to take guff from anybody the rest of my life. That was a bad decision, I guess, because Dean, so I never got along with the Dean.